Right, let me get stream up on YouTube. Oh no. There it is. Oh, there we go. I think we're live. How you doing, everybody? Hang on. Is that it?
Just try my my lighting. Should I
I
go
think we're good.
full? Oh hell!
Oh, trying to sort the lighting.
It's okay. You carry on. Like a pro. There we go.
Oh, that looks better. That
There
looks
you
nice.
go.
That looks
Thanks.
nice and crisp.
Oh, thank you. I like crisp.
Right, how you doing, everybody? Welcome to another podcast with me and also Icon City James. How you doing, James?
I'm very well, Gus. Thank you very much for having
Good.
me on again. We're like the original OG gang, aren't we?
Yes.
We're the
How it all
OGs.
started. Isn't it nice?
Isn't it lovely?
Oh, bless. Right, and said we're late.
Yeah, we are. Well, we had
Wow.
to do a pre-show quibble. Is that word?
Yeah.
Quibble.
Yeah.
A pre-show quibble. Apologies, Sam.
And we was just talking about Anne before we went live.
We was,
so,
yeah. About her haircut.
Yeah.
It was an interesting haircut she's had this time.
Yeah, and the tattoo. Can we have Gaz on a big screen and stick James in the corner, picture in picture style? Paul.
like a bad boy. I apologize already because I've not had a shave today. It's been the craziest weekend with the kids, as it always is with kids. The craziest weekend. So I've just, well, live my Monday basically, just slobbing
Aye.
about.
What time do you call this? Yeah, we were just talking about a few things. That's all. Just sorting out what we was talking about.
The prep on this show is next level, as you can imagine.
Yeah. Not had a shave.
I haven't. I'm so sorry. Again, that's part of the prep, isn't it? I need to get my Discord up as well because I've got a few things to say.
I left the room, come back into here talking about me. Yeah, we was talking about you, Anne, before we went live.
You were just talking about your haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last
And
one.
your tattoo when you went to Chelsea.
Right. I need to find this.
Right, so in today's podcast, we're going to be talking about the two brand new capture cards that Elgato released probably 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So the two capture cards that they released was the 4K-X and the 4K Pro, which is an internal capture card. That's a big word for me. I'm going to have to go to bed now. Internal capture card. And the 4K-X is a bigger upgrade to the HD-X. So rather than HD, it's 4K. And I've heard it is a hell of a lot better than the HD one. A hell of a lot better. So we're gonna talk about these two. I don't know personally. I don't know much about them because I haven't tried any of them. I haven't even tried the HDX yet, which I'm hoping to try and get. Well, I won't mind the 4K now that's out. But because I want to. Go on.
So what again, as you know, I'm not a streamer. I'm more of a creator for Elgato. So, what would I use this 4K X for then, Gaz?
X4. This is for well, it's just like gaming. It's more of a gaming thing. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, well, the thing is, obviously,
Yeah.
all I can see, I'm obviously looking at the website right now, and it's
Okay.
obviously it's 4KX Super Speed Game Catcher. So, what inputs we're looking at this on here? What would we expect here to get from this?
USB at 4K 144 frames per second with
Wow,
ultra
okay.
low latency VRR pass through RRR for ultra smooth frame rates and no compromises.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
So how does this work then? If I got an Xbox or something like that, would I plug the HDMI out of my Xbox into this,
Into
and
that,
then
yeah.
and then the other end into a TV?
Yes.
It's right.
No,
That's how basically you've got to go with
PC.
me on this. That's how
No,
basically you've got to go with me
hang
on
on.
this because I don't know.
PC. I think you can possibly put it through straight from the capture card to the telly and the Xbox.
Oh,
It
okay.
does say it's plug and play, so it's Windows, Mac, iPad,
Oh,
HDMI 2.1, and USB-C. Oh, the cable's included as well. That's good.
well, as we know, the Elgato cables are fantastic. Brady
Yeah,
cables as well, aren't they? They're really good. So
they're
obviously,
good.
we're a bit of a back foot with this because neither of us have this, do we? So it's not like a product
No,
we normally could gush about. We're very gushy when it comes to Elgato. Of course, we are.
yeah.
So it's not a product we own. So it's not something that, again, me or you personally could sort of comment on, as it is that new. I mean, do we know, like, are people getting these, or are we seeing them in people's hands?
Is there anybody in chat that has actually got one? I know a few people on Twitter has had a couple that I talked to, and
Yeah,
I think it's the 4KX they've got rather than the internal one.
yeah. I mean, the advertising on this was really strong when he first announced it, wasn't it? We saw like they were
Yeah.
advertising it all over the place. Um, it's funny because it reminds me of an Apple TV, the 4KX that I'm looking at. It reminds me when Apple launched the Apple TV, and the styling of it is very much, obviously it's all TV, it's all games, it's shown on the screen, and suddenly this little black box appears with the light bouncing over the top. It's like, oh my god, look at that! Plug and play 2.1, obviously as you'd expect with HDMI. Like you said, as you say, goes up to 144 hertz, which is great for monitors. What monitor you've got with yours right now?
I've connected it up to an MSI,
Right.
widescreen, curved.
And what resolution is that running at and sort of refresh rate?
Don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea. I
As I said,
bought it.
folks.
I bought it because it was a nice big screen. It was
Yes.
curved, and it just looked nice, and it lights
Okay.
up. I
This is
should
high
know.
tech. This is.
Yeah.
Is it plugged into your PC right now, or?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
This one and this one there that you can see just on the corner, that is
Yeah.
connected up to my PC. And then the
Okay.
middle one is for my gaming. So that's connected up to
Okay.
my capture
Oh,
card.
yeah. I always
For,
forget because
yeah.
you're approaching this as from a gamer that records straight from the console, aren't you? So
Yeah.
I'm right in saying that, aren't I? So
Yeah.
normally
Yeah.
us PC heads, are all about the tech and spec. We want to know what resolution you're at, what hertz you're running at. I mean, a lot of people don't even know how to sort of get to those menus, but if you sort of right click on your computer, you get lots of options.
So
And one of
sometimes I
those
have
is
to like go onto the website where I bought it and have a look at what it
and
says
have a
about
look
it.
there.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, under system and display of your PC, it will tell you what display resolution you go up to. So if you right click on the system and then display, it says display resolution. So mine's 3840 by 2160, and that's the highest it will go.
Right,
And
okay.
then if I sort of click on that, it will then tell me things like refresh rate. And so I'm running at 120 hertz on mine.
Okay. So where do you go? Where do you go then? Click on
Uh,
that.
so right click on the desktop anywhere, go to
Yeah.
display settings, and again I'm on
Display.
Windows 11. So
Okay.
and scroll down, you'll see something called display resolution. I'll tell you the resolution that your screen's at right there. An important thing for people who don't do this is sometimes when you get a monitor and you pull it out of the box and you put it on your desk and you just set up, sometimes the monitor's not calibrated initially to go at its highest resolution and definitely isn't calibrated to go at its specific hertz rate. So it's a good idea to make sure when you go to system display, you scroll down to display resolution. It would be a drop down box. It will show you all the resolutions your screen can go to.
All right. Okay.
And obviously, you've got a good graphics card and all that sort of stuff to run this. Then obviously, try and run it at the highest it can. Have you got that bar? You got that far, Jazz?
Its display resolution is 1920 by 1800 recommended.
There you go. Okay. again, sometimes it should be like set up so it should be the highest. Now, if you scroll down a little bit further from that, you'll see advanced display.
Yes.
And in there, you'll see now it shows you a refresh rate, 120 hertz, HZ. Now,
Oh,
again,
mine's 60,000.
what is it?
66, no, 60.
I was
60
going
points.
60,000. He's jumped into the future, folks, by about 10 years by my estimations. So, yeah, this is why if you're a big gamer, this obviously we all know how important the hertz are when it comes to sort of seeing the character run across the screen in real time.
Yeah.
And the higher resolution, the higher the hertz you have, the more sort of frames are inside of that, and we're going to see them a lot sooner. Well, not a lot sooner, but yeah, pretty much. It's building the frames up as they're coming through. So choose refresh rate. So you click on there, then it will show you all the refresh rates that you can do. Yours is set at 60 hertz.
Yeah.
And sometimes, a monitor can be a lot cheaper if it's 60 hertz because it's more than obviously playable. Of course, it is. But when you're talking about PCs and people who have PCs, they go up to 240, I think, and 320.
Right.
Mine's set at 120. This actual screen can go up to 138
Wow.
hertz,
Okay.
and that's basically called overclocking it to do that. I don't really need to do that, as everything I use it for is more than silky smooth. It's pretty awesome. But 120 hertz is where I'm at, and that means I'm going to get lots of good frame rates. Everything's going to look silky smooth. There's going to be no judder. And of course, all these capture cards from Elgato are taking all that into consideration, all up to 144. So that's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So, which is why they're pretty expensive. I mean, 229 for the 4X. This is the one that sits externally from the
Yeah.
from a computer, if you like. And then we've got the 4K Pro, which is their PC IE, is it?
279.
Yeah, that goes to 279. Expensive little fella, this. And you got your in and out, so I'm guessing that's your HDMI in and out, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
£50 dearer
Yeah.
for the internal one.
Yeah, and obviously you're gonna have a slot free for that one for your computer to go into. Wow. Now I've got a 4090 in my computer, and I haven't got room for anything.
I've run out. I've run out of room.
You've run out of room. Yeah, so you'd have to have an external one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's USB things sticking out, and it's not even connected.
Oh, bless you. I mean, HDR10. I mean, that's the biggest thing that they pushed. Obviously, the fact that they can push out, HDR. So if you're playing a HDR game, your capture card's going to pick that up, which is again pretty awesome if you want it to be, looking the best it can.
Mm.
And of course, they've gone after all the console markets. So yeah, PS5, yeah, Xbox Series X, etc. Looks like it's more than capable of running all of that. Okay, 240 frames per second. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Again, when you think of things like Microsoft Flight Simulator, that a lot of people will cap that game at 60 frames per second, but would also be happy to play it around 45 with no stutters, obviously. Again, it depends on the CPU, depends on your graphics card, but they're saying it can handle up to 240 FPS, which is again for a PC head, that's pretty impressive. In fact, I don't think there's anything on the market that beats this right now. I think it's the best capture card in the market. But this is how Elgato started with a capture card, isn't it? This is how their business started. So they know what they're doing, right? They know what they're doing. Was that the very first one?
This was the very first one.
Wow, that should be in some sort of. Well, I don't know. Very nice, very shiny.
Very good, very nice. Oh,
have you actually used it?
Yeah, honestly,
that's very shiny.
I did a video of it. I did a video showing how to capture PS3 using that capture card.
Wow,
6 years ago.
Incredible, right?
And then you had the Pebble.
The Pebble. See, I remember the Pebble.
That's HD60. So that's like the one below the X, I suppose.
Yeah, you got the HD60X right now. So their lineup now is the HD60X, which is the external card, 139.99, which has
Yeah,
dropped from 189. And then you go to the 4KX, again external, 229. And then you've got the 4K Pro, 279, but that's internal PCI graphics card,
yeah.
which is amazing.
See, at the
And
minute I've
and
got
you'll
the
support HDR10.
HDR10.
Yeah, they all support that. Yeah.
What, like the HDX, HD60X, and that?
Yeah, HDR10. Yeah, they all
Oh,
support
okay,
that. Yeah, yeah.
okay. Because I've
Ok-
I've got the HD60 Pro in at the minute,
Oh, okay.
but they've stopped doing that now.
Yeah, I also see that the HD60X is HDMI 2.0 as well, whereas the Pro and the 4KX are 2.1. So obviously
2.1.
you've got modern day TVs. Then obviously you're going to want to be using that.
Yeah,
USB-C, yeah, PCIe. So I was nearly right there. PCIe 2.0 times 4 slot on your motherboard. But again, incredible that it came from nowhere, didn't it? I think they
yeah,
started pushing it towards the end of January, didn't they? Saying something's coming in
yeah,
February, I
yeah.
think it was, and it was like, whoa.
They've
Unfortunately,
improved.
yeah, I think again, it's kind of reinforcing where they are as a company. Their eyes are well and truly on the prize of being like on the gamer side, and we want to support you all the way. And I love the fact that it's kind of like they've done it in those formats, the
Mm,
PCIe and the external ones. So yeah, it sort of caters to both you and me, really, which is kind of awesome.
yeah, that's it.
Like I said, unfortunately, we can't really say much about it because we don't have them, so it's hard
No,
to
so I haven't tried it.
push the envelope. Hint, hint.
Yeah, please.
Are you still waiting for your prompter, by the way?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And any idea when that's coming? Because that's been long on the list, right?
I have no idea. I've messaged somebody,
Hmm.
so I'm just waiting for a reply.
Okay.
If not, I
No,
think I may have to go to where are they now? Munich and
yeah,
grab one.
you have to fly and go to Julian's office in Munich
Yeah,
and come get it yourself.
gonna have a
In
look.
other news, in other news, totally unrelated. Well, it is related. I won something on the Elgato Discord. I know it's hard to believe, and it came the other day. Look at this. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Very
Look at
nice.
that. Look at that. It's even got like the motif on the bottom. You see that? So it's actually really really heavy material. It's not just like the brand. It's kind of representative. But basically, it's t-shirt and I got a jumper as well. And it's sort of this isn't printed. This is kind of like a rubberized Elgato motif on here, which is really really nice. And yeah, it's a lovely t-shirt again for this time of year. It's heavy, so I don't know
Yeah,
whether we'll wear this in the summer because it is still quite a heavy t-shirt. So I won this, and I won a jumper, which again same vein, black with the white motif on. It is very nice.
yeah,
Through their Elgato Discord. So if you want to join it, you can, and they have something called Flex Zone. And what you have to do is submit a photograph of your area, your room, with your products in, and then it kind of gets rated basically, and then they pick a winner. So yeah, I got one. I won it, which is really surprising to me. I was like, I've won because if you look, there's some great things on there. So
yeah,
if you go to Discord, I'm sure we'll find a link and put that out there somewhere.
yeah,
Go there. You can introduce yourself. Just say hello, which is great. There's obviously loads of people hanging around, which is great. There's something called the announcements channel, question of the day, which is good. Then they got the giveaway section, and they have loads of these all the time, which is really
yeah,
really cool. And one of them, they do basically a live stream with somebody. So they pick a stream at random or an Elgato partner, and then they just basically you get to watch them stream for an hour, and then in the chat, if you type in a certain word, you get put into a competition for the length of that stream. The kind of caveat is that you have to be there when the competition's read out at the end, so you kind of have a minute to kind of to say, yes, it's me. That's my
Yeah, I'm
name.
there.
I'm there. Can I have it? You can't go in, type the word, and then leave and expect to get it. You kind
No.
of have to be there, especially towards the end anyway. So it's really cool. It's actually really good. They do a lot of them as well, and they're giving away like capture cards today. There was a capture card giveaway today through one of the streamers. So if you're a big fan of Elgato, jump over to their Discord because it's actually really good, and they do some really good stuff in there. So yeah, they had they called it the stream takeover, and it was who was it? A creator today. I
Yeah, I
actually
think it
didn't
was
actually check.
ambassador.
Yeah, Chill Phil. Chill Phil.
Chill
He was
Phil.
really, really good. Part of the Black History Month, he was doing a piece. He's I think he's from either Jamaica initially, and he's lived in Canada now. I think I heard him say. And he was really cool, man. You know, he was reading all the comments, and it was like
Yeah,
really, really cool. So it's a good way to give exposure to these guys as well. So
yeah.
definitely jump in. And again, it tells you how to be an Elgato partner, which is awesome as well. So the flex zone is there where to post a picture of your rig, of your area. Then underneath that, there's a flex zone chat. So what I want you to do is kind of post a picture and then talk about it in the chat underneath. Which is really cool. And of course, there's community tech help there as well. So you got any problems with your Elgato kit, you can jump in there and have a chat with people who know. And of course, Stream Decks are in there, lighting, and of course, prompters and capture cards. So all that help is already in there. So if you're not already, jump in Discord. It's really good, really, really cool.
Yeah.
And you might win some stuff.
Yep. With a capture card, with a prompter. Send it to me.
Yeah. With a prompter, and please send it to me. I told you. I think did I have my pedal in the last sec? I don't think I did I?
No,
You showing
I think
it
you
me,
ordered it. I
right?
think.
So it's come,
Right.
and I love it. I absolutely love it. You're right.
You've
It's
set
this
it up.
big.
Yes.
Yep. It's under my foot as we speak.
And that's what we're
And
talking about, everyone.
yeah, the pedal, and it's smaller than you think. It is really small, but I guess it doesn't need to be big because it only kind of rests your foot on it. So the pedals come. I plugged it in, and it's just seamless, absolutely seamless. And the way it appeared in the Stream Deck software, like almost like next to it, is so good. And I kind of you didn't need the manual. That's how good it was. I think when a product can be that good that you pull out the box and you just go, I already know how it works.
Yeah.
You know, it's got the USB
Straightforward,
plug.
isn't it?
Oh my god! And the cable that came with it. Like the cable is so long. Because obviously some people's PC's the other side of the room, but I don't know the actual length of it, but it was long. And of course braided as well, which is good. So obviously I set it up, and so I set the middle one because my Call of Duty head on now. The middle one is push to talk.
Yeah.
And the one that sits either side of that is melee. Because when I'm playing Call of Duty,
you don't use it to play COD.
Well, when I'm playing Call of Duty, what tends to happen is, if somebody jumps at me or just surprises me, I forget. I let go of my mouse. I'm a bit of a scaredy cat. I let go of my mouse.
Oh, so you use your feet for like a
So I use
reflex?
my feet to smack him around the head with my gun. Sounds very violent, I know, but what's great is the street pedal. The pedal's great for it because you're pushing the middle one to obviously talk, and then the one either side of that they're both set up for the same key, so they're both melee either side. So if I panic, I could just sort of smash it with both my feet, and it is like I've just hit them with my gun. It's actually great fun, and again, build quality is great. It's on the floor; it's not moved from where I've put it. The grippers that are on it are so good; it's not moved. And I keep trying it out with my left and right foot. I'm not sure which one to use because it is it's that thing that Gaz. It's like muscle memory, isn't it?
Yeah.
It kind of takes a while for it to do. And what's also surprised me is the amount of springs you kind of get in the pack as well.
Have
Again,
you used any?
No.
Oh,
Well, the
God.
thing is,
No.
again, it's just time. I wish I had more time to play with these things, but it seems to be okay as it is.
Yeah.
But for anybody at home who doesn't know, you get your springs in the pack, and the idea is they could be really tension high or low.
Mm.
Be super fat, super light. You haven't got to bang it with your foot. You can just sort of tap it. I think the spring that's in there already is pretty good. It's got a nice. Yeah, I'm pressing it now. It's got a nice click to it already.
Oh, yeah,
Can
I've
you? I
got
don't know
some
if you can hear
springs.
that. Can you hear that? Sounds like a
Yes.
wrestling a dog. It's funny because it gives the key is V, and I'm typing V everywhere on my screen right now.
There you go. I
Um,
mean, it's
yeah, so the
springs.
idea is you just sort of take the back off and replace the springs really easily. Um,
You have
but
these.
as a product, great, absolutely brilliant. What a lovely product, and it's not going to be for everybody.
No.
But this does bring me nicely onto a subject I'm going to talk about. Can we talk about Helldivers?
Yes. Yeah, we got icon pack as well for
Well,
Helldivers.
this is a bit of an advert for me, I know, but also this is actually really interesting on the part of Elgato. So, anybody who doesn't know, Helldivers 2 is a really popular game on PC, Xbox. Is it Xbox? Yeah,
I think so.
not.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Sony. It's
Sony.
Sony. Yeah, it's a
Is it
Sony made game.
PlayStation then?
Yeah, it must be, mustn't it? Go on, Gas. You research it, and I'll just talk.
Let me
So
have a look.
basically, it's out for a few console people, definitely PC. There's like something like 450,000 people play this game at the moment. It's extremely popular. Anyway, I'd built the icon pack that works with Stream Deck. So the idea is, as you're playing the game, you can use your Stream Deck to change weapon, talk to your friends. Just press the Stream Deck button, and it's all going to do that for you. So if you don't have to remember any commands with your keyboard, obviously that's what the Stream Deck's good for. So I built the icon pack, released it, I think a day after the game had come out, or 2 days after the game had come out, and the next morning, people were sending me messages saying it doesn't work. The actual product does not work, and I was kind of like, "What?" And why not? And a bit of research, I found out that the devs who make the game had actually disabled every external device. So the Elgato pedal, the Stream Deck didn't work, Touch Portal, anything that was other than the keyboard and mouse that was connected to the PC was actually disabled by the developer. And I didn't know that's something you could do.
No. But I don't know why they would do that.
So I can tell you why they did it.
Oh, okay.
So they did it because you can create macros, as we know, on the Stream Deck. You can create macros, and what the macro is basically is a simple way of you can press one button, and your Stream Deck will do 5 actions. So if I pressed enter, it will
Oh, okay.
program. You could program. If I pressed enter
Yeah.
once, it would, for example, type in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It would actually type all of those out, and all I have to do is press the word enter. An awful example, I know, but basically that's what a macro is. It can basically do one thing and it creates steps to do lots of others.
Yeah.
So what people were doing was they were using the Stream Deck to basically cheat the game, but
Right,
not only
okay.
the Stream Deck and all other external devices, including the Elgato pedal. So what was interesting was I obviously panicked, obviously, because I sold a few copies that night. Woke up in the morning and was like, oh my God, what's going on here? I actually spoke to Elgato straight away at 7:30 the next morning. And they were so brilliant. They said, look, it's not our problem. It's not
Yeah.
us. This is a dev's us programmed it to ignore all devices, basically, other than keyboard and mouse. I was like, oh my gosh. This is the first I've heard it. So I went onto Reddit and there was a big article. And the article came from a disabled lad that said he used his Stream Deck and his pedal to do a lot of actions with his computer game.
Yeah.
Which, of course, if you have a disability, these are great disability devices
Yeah.
because, like I said, they can do more than just one click. They can do lots of things for you. And he put a post up on Reddit saying, I'm not cheating, but I love the device, and I used my pedal to do a lot of actions with obviously I'm not sure whether he was missing an arm or whatnot, but basically it was just saying he had a disability and he used his Stream Deck and his pedal all the time, and because he loved Helldivers, it meant that he couldn't play it at all. And what was really nice was the devs were like, "Oh, it was an accident. We didn't mean to break it." So I'm not going to cast aspersions because I think it'd be unfair to do so. But what was quite good is they kind of said we're going to look at it. We're going to look at it for you. But it took about 3 days, 3 to 4 days for them to fix it. And now it's back up and running and it's working. So I'm able to sell a few more icon packs at the back of it, which is great. But more importantly, the disabled community came out in force, which I think is really good. I think that's awesome. It's awesome to think that we take these devices for well, we just use them for our pleasure, don't we? Really,
Yeah.
we just use a Stream Deck and a pedal because we love it. But actually, as a device, that's for just for us to play around with. Actually, it helps people get around their Mac, get around their PC really easily,
Yeah.
and I love that. I love that, and I never thought of it as a sort of device, an accessibility device. That's the word I'm looking for. And an accessibility device. So so I learned quite a bit over the weekend and all that coming out. And since then, I think they've upped the server rate to like 800,000 people can now play the game. From the original 450,000 that was trying to play and getting kicked off.
Jesus.
So yeah, that was like a big learn for me really. That a developer could turn off external components from the computer.
So if you're into Hell Divers and you want to go and check it out, go and click in the link in the description below. Go and check it out. Always buy it through the website.
Yeah, it's an awesome game. Obviously, I've played it now. It is an awesome game. It's come from nowhere. There was obviously Helldivers 1, but this basically gave it like a kind of a 3D perspective. So you're kind of looking like just behind the back of the character. You can go FPS if you hold down sort of the target reticle, But have you seen it, Gaz? You seen it actually? Anybody playing it?
I've seen clips of it, but I haven't seen anybody streaming it.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It's a bit tongue in cheek, Starship Troopers sort of look to the game.
I like that film.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you now. If you like the film, you're gonna love the game because it's insanely like the game, and it's a parody, if you like, of a space game. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but it's sport communities getting it in a massive way, and I think it's a great game. It really is, and of course, the icon pack's doing really well now. It's all been enabled and working, but yeah, that's Helldivers, folks. Jump on it if you haven't. It's a thumbs up for me. A 5 out of 5 computer game for sure. It's amazing.
It's PC and PS5.
Yeah. Okay. So that's because it's a Sony company who made it.
Yeah.
I forget. I think they're based in Toronto. I think the company who made it.
I'm not sure.
But there's an update coming out where there's going to be what do you call it? Mechs. You can drive a mech into it. You can jump into a mech, which has always been a big fan of that. Big fan of mechs. Do you remember Titanfall?
I love that game.
Yeah. Well, that's what's coming into the game. So.
Well, I've got the helmet, but you can't see it.
Oh, you've got the helmet, have you? Really?
I've got the helmet. Do you want to have a look?
Yeah, let's jump out. Yeah, so look.
This is from Titanfall 2 though. This is the pilot's helmet.
Yeah, the pilot's helmet, nice. Yeah. Played a lot of that game so well. Again, it's all about balance, wasn't it? Calling in your joy. Oh my god, that is spectacular. That is fun. I'll give you £5 for that.
Yep.
5 Earth pounds.
Prompter. Your prompter. Your prompter for this. You
would give me my Elgato prompter for that? Oh,
yeah.
I'm a bit tempted, Absolutely.
Honestly, this is so good.
That is gorgeous. Where did you get that from?
This was at the collector's set. It was a collector's edition.
God, that's when they used to give out good stuff. That is. Does it fit on your head?
It does.
Right. We don't muck up your hair. Don't worry about it. No, it's
all right. I've hardly got any hair anyway. My mum cut it off.
And you've got your glasses on. Oh, we go. Oh. Hey, quick, Cass, there's something in your chair.
What?
Just say we didn't recognise you without your glasses on. Sorry. Just ignore me. There you go. If anybody's watching, screenshot this, because this is caption competition. Wow.
I ain't worn that for ages.
And can you see out the lenses? Is it like you can probably see out the eyes?
Say it again.
Sorry, I've just realised you can't hear a word I'm saying. It's not got his earphones on. I was saying, can you see out the lenses? Yeah, you can see out the eyes.
Yeah, you can see out the. I don't know if I'll be able to show you. Hang on.
Oh, hello. Oh my god, that's incredible. I really, really want it now. Oh, Gaz, come on. That's incredible. Look at that. How did I miss that?
I think it was just over 200, I think.
Yeah, I'd pay that.
For this.
Again, what's really interesting is the Helldivers people, if you go onto Etsy, you can get yourself a 3D printed Helldivers helmet.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, and I love it because the community is just so full on now because I know people like it. But the artwork and the paint and the decals on that are fabulous, aren't they?
Yeah. And plus it lights up as well. But I haven't got the batteries on.
Oh no, really?
Yeah. And all the blue lights up.
Oh, that's actually incredible. Isn't that lovely? I've never seen one of those before. That's pretty awesome.
I did
and again, great game. No, again, just going to echo the fact that Titanfall was one of my favourite games of games gone past. You know, it's certainly in my Steam library still.
I tell you, I absolutely love Titanfall 1, and you know why? Because you had to like do so many challenges to get to the next gen.
Yeah.
And there was one challenge. I don't know if you remember.
There was a lot.
The main one was you have to get so many kills. Let me put my hat on because I feel naked without my hat on. You have to get so many Titan kills by jumping on them, throwing a grenade in, and then jumping off.
Right. Yes.
Or shooting up, if you remember. And people was complaining that you had to do it so many times and it was difficult. So they only knocked it down to like 5.
Wow.
To go to the next gen.
Yeah. Yes, I do remember. Yeah, as a pilot, you jump on top of the Titan, rip the top off, and throw the grenade and throw the thing down.
That's it.
I remember it. My God, what a great game!
Yeah,
I'm almost tempted to download it once we finish this podcast. I'm tempted to and the sound engineering was fantastic as well.
Yeah.
But again, I'll say it again. Helldivers is just crazy good. And actually, if the Titans do appear, which as I said they will be, I think that's going to make it an awesome game because it is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
I can't speak highly enough.
I have to have a look. Fortnite's just took over at the minute.
And why is that, Kaz?
On TikTok.
Oh, you're doing well. The TikTok is blowing up. If you do refer me to a podcast that I mentioned this to you, it was either the first or the second one I said, if I didn't do what I did, as in make icons for Elgato Stream Deck, I would kept my little my monster motion rig over here with all my paraphernalia hooked up to it, my steering wheel and that, and I would just be on TikTok because it's such a growing platform that people will watch you play a computer game for hours.
Yeah.
And you can accept the roses and all the gifts that are coming your way. And it is really easy. And if you look at one of my podcasts, I say to anybody, if you're looking to grow whatever you're doing, jump on the TikTok. It's incredible. It's such a great platform. My last video, which was for Helldivers. Here we go again. Helldivers. That's a cool episode. Helldivers. I know, right? But my last video got 22.8 thousand views.
That's good.
That's incredible, isn't it? Like for me, obviously, as a little business, just showing off a product, 22.8 thousand. That's incredible. That's probably the best one, and within sort of 24 hours, which is also pretty awesome. A lot of videos that I put through the channel probably get about 400, 500, maybe 800 tops.
Mm,
So 28,000 in less than 24 hours. It's actually incredible.
that's crazy.
So yeah, it's a great platform. And again, it's great to see you're doing really well with it. 100%, mate. Absolutely. Keep
It's
pushing it.
crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I
So
didn't expect it.
you're a millionaire yet then, or?
Well, I've just got to order me. Actually, I've just had a message. I got to pick up my Veyron tomorrow. Got to pick the keys up. So there you go.
Was that a Hot Wheels version of the Veyron, or?
Yes, yes. The DLC.
Well, when it comes to monetizing that part of the TikTok thing, does it tell you per day what you're earning, or is it a monthly thing? How's it work?
It's a monthly thing.
Okay,
Monthly thing. Um,
right.
I think the maximum withdrawal is 100.
Okay,
So the stats on it at the minute. Hang on, live. Right, total views, and I've only just been streaming just over a week. 25.3k views. 1,394 new followers.
that's the good number.
Yeah,
That's a really good number because that's obviously what you want to grow. It's not about how many people viewed it, but
no,
actually people who have actually kind of is it
is
sub? Is that the word? Sub into it, subscribing, or
you can sub
follow? Was it follow? Is it follow?
follow, yeah,
It's follow. Okay.
but you can have a subscription, which I've set up. It's like £3, and it's like for shout outs, customized perks. Where have I got it set up for? Game tutoring, sorry, direct messages
Okay.
and shout outs.
Oh, okay.
That's where I got it for. But it's like, but you
Wow.
can set your own. It's a little bit like YouTube memberships. You can like
Yes.
set it up to your own. So if you want to say like a fiver or a tenner to join and stuff, then
Mhm.
it's exactly the same as TikTok.
Loving it. That's really good, isn't it? Yeah, keep on with that. That's really good. I've only got like 481 followers now. Um, am I wrong in saying this? Do I have to have 1,000 followers before I can live stream?
If I should have sent you this link. If you click on a link that I will send you afterwards, you've got to apply, right? And you've
Okay.
got to send 3 images to prove that you are the account holder.
Okay.
So you've literally, right, got to take a picture of yourself and your
Yeah.
phone with your account up and send me a photograph and wants me to show you, by the way.
That is
Definitely on.
incredible. Well done, Anne. Good work.
Um, but they want you to send a picture with the account open, a picture with the settings open, and a
Okay.
picture with you with the creator tools open on your phone, on your account.
Wow.
That's how you do it. And it takes what they call one business day.
Okay. Is that for everybody, or
Not
what?
for
How?
everybody. No, they're not accepting everybody. I think it just depends on their like YouTube. If you've been like a streamer or a content creator on YouTube or Twitch or something, as long
But
as you've done videos on another platform,
okay.
then you might be able to live stream on TikTok. But they've got to approve you first.
But forgive me for saying this, but as much as I love
Go on.
TikTok, it does seem like anybody and their dog could do it. I mean, it doesn't seem to
Yeah.
be very well vetted, and it looks like people who just picked up the phone and went, "Oh, I'm gonna hit live stream." And I actually genuinely thought that's what I could do. I could pick up my download the app, sign in, and just live stream. But I was told that you had to be have 100 followers to do so.
Um,
Am I wrong,
a
or
thousand,
1,000?
a thousand.
Sorry, 1,000. I did say 1,000,
It's
so
a
I'm
bit.
getting
It's a bit like
confused.
YouTube. You can't be monetized until you've got 1,000 subscribers
Ah,
and
okay.
five. Is it 500 hours? Five
Wow.
hundred
Okay.
hours of stream time, I think,
That's really
or views.
interesting. But you have a way of getting there through the not through the proverbial back door, but
Yeah, I'll send it to you now. Actually, while I'm thinking
cool.
about it.
It's obviously not something I want to do, but it's something
Yeah.
if I was at the gun show at the NEC in Birmingham. What day was it? Was it Friday? I was at there. Yeah, Friday, and it was really cool. There was some really cool airsoft, not airsoft, air rifles and shotguns and things. And I'd love to have live streamed from there, just to show people what I was looking at the time. You know,
Yeah.
again, another instance that I wouldn't do that sort of thing normally, but it'd be cool to show people where you are and what you're looking at. I can't, which I find really like disabling. It'd be really cool if I could do that. Not to worry.
No, I've got it, but I've just copied the wrong link.
Maybe by the time we do the next Elgato podcast, we may have some new products to talk about. May or may
Yes.
may or may not. And I'll be able to tell you if I've live streamed it all.
TikTok there you go. I've
Excuse me.
DM'd it here on Twitter.
That's very good of you. Thank you very much.
So all it asks you for is the pictures to prove who you. This chair's gone down.
Oh yes, there you go.
I'm just slowly like
Slowly disappearing off the screen. God bless you.
Oh, yeah. It asks you for your main platform, which is YouTube. Is it probably YouTube? That's it, I think. Oh, and your TikTok username.
Okay.
Photos. That's it, I think.
Oh, cool.
I think that's all it probably asks you. Oh, and probably your date of birth, because you got to be a certain age. I think it's like
I think I've got that
16 or
covered.
18. Yeah.
Grey hair, my
You're
God.
all right on
that. I was going to say, but I was just thinking of things that happen by the time we come back onto the next podcast. But June 2's out, isn't it? I'm very excited by that. Have you seen the first one?
I haven't seen. I haven't even played any of the Junes.
Okay. Well, the first June film was out obviously last year, and it was incredible. I mean, IMAX theatre. You've just got to go and see it. It's absolutely incredible. But the second part is obviously released. I think end of this week. I think it's actually out. So I'm going sort of 3rd or 4th of March to the IMAX to go and see it, and I cannot wait. An incredible film, incredible cast. And the audio, the soundtrack is just sublime, absolutely sublime.
No, I've never seen any of them.
Oh well, I'll certainly. I mean, it's 2 hours 47 minutes. June 2 is. It's a long time. But yeah, I definitely sort of urge you to jump on part 1 and have a look. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's a very long film. It's very it's obviously very sci-fi related. But what a cracker, absolutely cracker. A bit of information here. When my kids were very small, babies in arms, so I'm talking nearly 30 years ago, I played June on my Amiga 500. There you go.
Wow.
That's how old I am. I had a baby tucked in here and my wider mouse here, and I would play June on my Amiga 500. And it was just fabulous, absolutely fabulous game. It was like Command and Conquer. If you remember Command and Conquer back in the day,
yeah.
Drop your bases and create loads of. It's just it's just fantastic. God. But anyway, yeah, June 2 is going to be out in early March, so I'm really excited for that.
The last time I went to the cinema, it was to see Men in Black. The first one.
Did they zap you with a pen and go, "This is the last time you went to see a film"? And actually, you've seen loads before then.
I just can't remember.
You just can't remember because
that was the very last time.
What happened that put you off? Because I have seen some.
Well, we just bought the DVDs or the videos, or VHS as they used to call it.
John Wick 4 was incredible at the cinema. John Wick 4 was just mind-blowingly brilliant at the cinema.
I've never seen any of them.
What? Oh,
I haven't seen any of them.
I need to start my own podcast about films. Because unfortunately, you can't be on it because it's
end of the stream, everyone.
Well, because you can't. No, actually, I've said it. Of course, you can be on it. What I mean is, are you going to see this film? I'll wait for the DVD. Okay, wait for guys to see it in 6 months' time.
Well, yeah, because Mario. I wanted to see Mario, and I thought I thought I'll wait for it to come out on DVD. And guess what? I haven't got the DVD yet.
Okay.
I haven't seen it,
Yeah. Well, as
but
I
it is
said,
on Prime.
yeah. Well, there's nothing at the cinema I've been hankering to go and see at all, and this Dune
No,
2 has crept up on us, and I'm so happy because I saw Oppenheimer was the last film I went to see, and that again, incredible. Robert Downey Jr. just incredible film. Um, and again, just brilliant. I don't care whether it was inaccurately portrayed, but it was
yeah.
well done all the same.
God.
Have you seen Tenet then? Have you seen Tenet?
Tenet. What's that?
Yeah. Oh God, that'll blow your brains out. It'll actually blow your brains out. No, I can't. I'm not even going to try and explain it. Just watch it and come back to me. Yeah.
I've just. It's been ages since I've watched any like new films.
Yeah.
I tend to like watch old films,
Was
not
it
black and
Chris?
white films, but
It's a Christopher Nolan film, and so he did all
oh,
the Batmans and all those sort of things.
yeah,
And he did Inception. Inception was a great film, Leonardo DiCaprio. So he did that as well. But but obviously Oppenheimer was just incredible film, and of course he's gone on to do Tenet. Or Tenet was before then. So just deep storyline, deep
yeah.
storylines, so very rich, and you'll come out more confused than when you went in. It's that
Yeah.
sort of film. I'm still trying to figure out the ending, but there you go. To Tenet, that is not to Oppenheimer. I kind of knew the ending of that.
Actually,
But
we watched a film the other day, and it was on Netflix. And I said to Mum, I says, "Did did you actually understand that?" And we actually Google it to see what it was all about, and we were still none the wiser.
okay,
And it was that weird. I can't remember what film it was. I really can't. But it was a good film.
it
But
was a good film.
it was the ending, and it was
Can you remember the film's name?
no.
See, we can't do a
That's what
podcast
it's
on films,
like.
then, can we? I
That's what
haven't got
it's
the
like.
best memory. I haven't got the best memory. It's fine. It's
It's
absolutely
really
fine.
bad. Really bad. I
Well,
can't remember.
as I said,
Um,
hopefully our next episode should be rocking. We should have a bit more to talk about.
hopefully.
And hopefully you might have your prompt by then, eh?
Hopefully, unless you want to like send it my way, and I'll send the helmet.
Your helmet, that it's very nice. That is. I don't know what to say, but I'm kind of blown away by how good
There's
that
like a
Picard.
light there and a light there
Yeah,
as well, so you can take them off.
that's
It's like a
very cool.
laser. I did have the Titanfall statue as well. Do you remember the Titanfall statue, the very
No.
first one? It was of the Titan with pilots climbing up
Oh, it
the
was. Yes, it was.
yeah,
And there's a little one on top, isn't it, about to
yeah,
lift up the hatch?
that's
Oh
it.
my gosh!
I had
Did you
that
have?
one. I
And
had
what
that
happened
one.
to it?
It was 250 quid. But I had to get rid of it because when Dad was taken ill,
Right.
we had to move into a bungalow. So
Okay.
I had to get rid of some of the stuff. And this was like a proper, I mean, like,
They call it a
oh,
maquette,
you
don't
can't
they?
see it. Yeah,
It's called a
I,
maquette
d-
when it's a certain size. And
I can't really, it wouldn't fit in one of those holes anyway.
wow, I'm gonna have to Google that in a minute and find out
Yeah,
how much they are now because
have a
um,
look.
I really want one. Right.
Yeah. And
Um.
I remember watching the unboxing for it as well on the
Mhm.
Respawn channel.
Yeah.
And I watched it, I don't know how many times
Yeah.
because I absolutely loved it.
Isn't it funny what goes out of your memory and then suddenly when you say it, all the images come flooding back. It's
Yeah,
like, oh my gosh, yes, I remember it now.
yeah.
I again like you, I watched somebody unbox it and I was like blown away by it, but I never physically saw it
I
sort of
think
touch to feel, you know.
I had it. I done a 25 subscriber special
Okay.
as well, and I did and in the background you can see it A
Wow.
to
Okay.
Z of gaming room tour, and it was a special. And it was 25 subscriber special.
Blimey, 25 subscribers.
Yes,
I won't Google it.
where is it?
Give me something to look at later.
Oh, I got it. I'm not. Do you want me to show you?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, absolutely.
Right, hang on then. That was all my
Oh
handheld.
my
But
gosh! Oh,
there's the
oh, of
statue.
course, he's holding the gun like
Come
this,
on,
isn't
lift it
he?
up. Lift it up. Go on.
There's your Game Boys. Look, oh my god, the Game Boy Flip. Look at this. Is like a vintage, watching a vintage video. And there it
Lift
is.
it
Oh
up.
my god.
There it is, look.
Oh my god, that's incredible. Wow, love it.
And that was me Russ Swift picture.
Look at that. Again, just forgotten all about it. Again, those are the days when if you bought a product, it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah. See,
It
with
was good, wasn't it?
you
It
can you
wasn't
can
felt
get
like it was
collector
rushed.
editions now, but without the games.
Mm. Yeah.
Mm,
Memory lane. I
no,
love it. Thank you for taking
no.
me there. That's brilliant. That is, bud. That's brilliant.
Mm.
I love it. So, Elgato, pull your finger out. Let's get some products on the table.
Yeah. My chair's gone down again.
Oh dear! You were talking about your chair on the old Twitter over the past few months,
Yeah.
saying you're up for a new one now, are you?
Yeah. Yeah. I need a new
You
one.
are, yeah, yeah.
I really need a new one.
What about you?
I
Oh,
could just
this
do it
bad
myself.
boy's been going, I think, 4.5 years now. This
Mm.
one,
Yeah.
and it's just fantastic. Honestly, this is just like the best chair. It's rock solid, absolutely rock solid. Again, when it comes to sort of telling people about good stuff, this is definitely on the list. I
Yeah.
couldn't see myself buying anything else. If it broke, I'd buy another one. It'd just be that simple. My son's got a Corsair one, but my son's really thin, and if I sit
Oh.
in it, it feels like it's giving me a big hug.
Oh. Yeah.
So it's nice, but it feels
Yeah.
like it's giving me a hug. This I've got loads of room in this. It's so comfy. It's got that lever to pull you right back down
Yeah.
if you want to go to
Like a
sleep on it.
recliner.
Yeah, it's such, and of course every year that goes past, these guys, what's it called again? Secret Labs chair. Every year that goes past, they just seem to make them better. And even building it was like a joy. You're building it going, this is so well made. It feels like, oh my God. I could not wait to sit on it. It was like putting the wheels on. I was like, I just couldn't I honestly couldn't build it quick enough. It was like, get it built. And I went for just something plain. I didn't want a Batman one or a Game of Thrones one because I thought it's going to age. That's going to
Yeah.
age, like, not age badly, but it's just going to age. And
Yeah.
so I want to keep it just black with a white, and I dare say I'd replace it with exactly the same model. Honestly, it's such a nice chair. Because like most chairs, as you know, that after a while, where you sit ends up becoming flat. The foam
Yeah.
just compresses, or it
Yeah.
has that sort of let's just not mince our words, but it becomes bum shaped. Let's face it.
Yeah.
And actually, this one is it's just fantastic. The foam is still like this after like 4 or 5 years. It's just amazing. Whatever they
So
put
this
in it.
one, I need a higher back because of being
Right.
tall.
Yeah.
I need more support.
Yeah. Again, this is interesting because sometimes you go on people's suggestions, etc. But we're
Yeah.
all different. We're all different. We're all different heights. Our knees. Some people like to have their legs planted firmly on the floor. Some
Mm.
people like to dangle their legs. I like to dangle my legs. I have it
Yeah.
like so
I
high, I
like to
actually
tuck my
dangle
legs
my legs.
under.
Yeah, well, some people do, but that's not
Yeah.
great for your knees, you see, because
No, that's
you
probably
pull
why I got
your
bad knees now.
yes, it is because you tuck your knee. You should put your knee. Come on, let's have health and safety here. Your feet should be in front of you or slightly raised, pointing upwards. There you go.
There we go.
Especially if you're there for a long time, Gaz, because what happens is you're stretching, I think, the cartilage in your knee, and as you wrap your legs underneath, that's
Yeah.
stretched around it. So obviously, when you stand up, you go, ah,
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's what's wrong with me. It's the
Yeah,
cartilage because I
yeah.
used to sit on my legs a lot as well.
Yeah, and it's not good.
So
So if you went to go and work for somebody in office now,
yeah.
you know your pedal that's on the floor,
Yeah.
it's actually turned slightly like that, and your feet kind of touch it like that. So it's slightly elevated, it's a slanted. I'm trying to think of the word.
Yeah.
Not 90 degrees, but slightly higher. And the idea is your feet should be planted in front of you, and it feels so weird and so almost uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But the idea is that when you come away, and it works. Trust me, it works. I used to be what they call a number basher with the keys
Yeah.
for a big company, and they insisted we all had this. And yeah, I used it for years, and it's right. It becomes you automatically sit down and put your feet in front of you, and you place them on this little pad. You can buy them at IKEA and places like that, but footrest, But don't tuck it under your knees, under your thing. I know what you mean.
I
It's so
always, I
easy.
always do.
It's so easy to do, but I promise you, you'll pay for it. It sounds like you are already, but there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. There's some health and safety advice for you from
Yeah.
Uncle Jim.
Maybe Elgato could do like an Elgato footrest
Yeah.
with a built-in
Yeah.
pedal.
But there you go. There's next product. Don't say we don't give you enough ideas. Oh my gosh. Right, we best wrap it up, don't we?
Aye. Yeah. Hopefully there will be more stuff out for us to talk about. Hopefully.
Yeah, I've got high hopes, but as they've started strong, they started with the capture cards as we've already seen.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna be in for a good year. I think we're in for a good year. Like I said, let's hope we've got something more to talk about next time. But I've got a good feeling. So let's see.
Yeah. Well, Silver in the chat said Elgato banner.
It'll ban us.
Banner? Elgato banner? What's an Elgato banner?
What's something that scrolls across the top, do you think, maybe? Or
I don't know. Or hang on. An Elgato light, so you could put your own text in. Advertise the subscribers. That'd be a good thing, like they've got like the neon lights, but like have a neon text sign, and you can program it in like say the prompter software.
Oh, okay.
I like that. I wonder if they've thought about anything like that.
Well, that's what I like about this company is because they don't really. It's like they're building their catalog of things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're building the catalog of things, and when the prompter came out, nobody was expecting it. It was like, oh, that's a thing, and they made it a thing, and everybody now wants it. As we now know, everybody wants it. So that's what I love about this company is, unlike Apple, where they make computers, they make phones, blah blah blah. We kind of know there's no real surprises anymore with Apple. We kind of know. Let's not talk about the Vision Pro. It's $3,500. Let's not talk about it. It's only available in America. Let's not talk about it. But it's we kind of know what's coming from Apple, don't we, year on year?
Yeah.
Whereas with Elgato, it's kind of like this still feels quite exciting, quite fresh, and I love that about it. It's like it's always going to be geared towards creators, which I quite like, and gamers in a way. It's going to be gamer focused as well. So I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Just very quickly, are you not going to TwitchCon this year? No.
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 That's over in thingy, isn't it? Or is it over here?
It's in Europe. Yeah, it's Rotterdam. Is it?
Rotterdam. Oh, definitely not.
Rotterdam, is it? Yeah, I was looking at the hotel rooms at £800. Great.
For a weekend, is that?
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Well, the international markets jumped on it, so.
It's a shame they don't bring it over to NEC though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously it was in America last time. Cool. Let me be really cool. I am cool. It is in Rotterdam.
It is in Rotterdam. You was right.
Yeah, I was right. Which is good news. I'm not normally right, but yes, it's in Rotterdam. It's about £800 to stop over. Nice.
Jesus.
Yeah. If I had I would go. It's just I've got CitizenCon this year, and that's in October in Manchester. And that's sort of 3 nights, so I'm booked over there with an Airbnb with some friends.
That's the sponsors, isn't it?
The Atmo guys, yeah. Well, they're gonna. Well, I hope they can be there, but the guys are from the Discord, and we've got an apartment for 3 or 4 nights in Manchester, so that's going to be awesome. But yeah, hopefully that's going to be a really good gig. So that's my year made, really.
Yeah,
I'm happy to put all my money into that 3-4 days.
It'd be good to meet him though. especially the people that
Um,
you're sponsoring.
yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm hoping Atmo Esports is there. As you
Yeah.
know, yeah, I'm sponsored them for the whole year. Obviously, the guy's Australian, who owns and runs that, and then the other guy's obviously American. So I believe they're all coming over, and I cannot wait because it will be
I'll be good then.
excellent. Great to meet the people from Discord in the same room, but also great to meet all the Star Citizen people. So that's my year, really. I've kind of that October is my let's save all my money for that.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna need it.
Put my chair up again.
TwitchCon is gonna have to be on the back burner for maybe next year, I think.
Yeah. I would like to go, especially
Me-
when Elgato goes and
Yeah.
see all the stuff.
Well, it's one of those things. It's only going to get bigger, isn't it? And they get better
Yeah.
at each one. Yeah. I mean, they lost 500 employees this year, so that's sad.
Yeah.
But let's hope that keeps going.
Yeah. 500. That's a lot though. And you thought
It's a lot of
Twitch was
people.
doing well.
Well, I think the price of subs is going up as well, isn't it?
Yeah, $4.99, I think.
As opposed to $3.99.
Yeah.
So let's get rid of 500 people.
Yeah.
And let's also make everybody pay a pound or a dollar extra.
Just to make
Wow,
up for it.
it's a little bit crazy.
Mhm.
Mm.
But I think,
I wish them well with it all the same.
yeah. I'm not a big fan of Twitch though. I'm not.
Oh, you know? Oh no,
No.
you do lots of YouTube, don't you?
Yeah. I did do Twitch for a year, but
Right,
I just couldn't get into it. I didn't.
interesting.
No, I couldn't get into it.
A lot of Icon City partners are Twitch,
Yeah.
Twitch centric.
Yeah.
But I look everywhere for Icon City partners. It doesn't
Mm.
matter what platform they're on really, but just a lot of them seem to use Twitch, which is fine.
Mm. Have you looked on TikTok for some
Yeah,
streamers?
yeah. There's a great guy called Obi Wayne. Obi Wayne, his name is. He's a lovely lad, but he streams Star Citizen.
I
And
think he may have come into the stream earlier.
oh, really?
I think so. Somebody called Obi came in.
Yeah, Obi. Yeah, he's a
That's
lovely
what I
guy,
mean.
absolute diamond of a fella. He's going to be at the Citizen Con, hopefully in Manchester. So hopefully I get to meet him. He's not a partner, but he's somebody I happily watch play Star
Yeah.
Citizen. Lovely guy, just really friendly, and it's constant. He streams constantly on Twitch. Which
Yeah.
is why I say to anybody, if you want to start doing anything, just switch the camera on. You
Mm.
never know what's going to come of it. Seriously.
Yeah. I remember streaming first. I had the PlayStation camera, the
Oh
PS4
wow!
camera,
Did you
and it was
really?
just like a little picture of me just at the bottom, with my baseball cap on. Hi everyone, welcome to my stream.
Yeah, haven't things come a long way?
Yeah. All I had was a laptop, a basic computer, and an Xbox.
Yeah, well,
That's
yeah.
all I had.
Mm.
And now I've got all this.
All this, all
Yeah.
the toys, all the gear.
Yeah. Hi.
It's looking good, Gaz.
Yeah. Yeah. I've redesigned it all, but I might have to redo it again because it's absolutely chocker.
I just think you just need to get rid of. Hello. You just need to
Over
get rid of everything. Just put the Icon City sign in the middle. That's it.
it.
That's all you need, really. I mean, you could turn the Elgato on
Love it.
every now and then.
Yeah.
Um,
I just need to get some of this sorted.
yeah. Well, a lot of that is off
Yeah.
camera, so it's not
Yeah.
too bad. That's the trouble with having this is what's happening with all this stuff here. But push it this way. It's kind of having all this stuff here. It could easily become packed really quickly.
Yeah.
It's still not where I want it to be, but it's somewhere. I need to tidy up in here like crazy. So this needs to be sorted really, and I will sort it. But it's in danger of becoming a 12-year-old's bedroom. Do you know what I'm saying? Just toys. Lego and just everything. And I'm trying not to kind of keep it business-like,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Try and keep it all cool with all my cool gadgets because enough of
All
them.
normal.
Yeah, because my last place was full of Lego,
Mm.
and people walking going, "Do you work in here or do you play in here?" I mean,
Well, I had this
I
for
do
Christmas.
work, I promise.
This is the little.
Oh, brilliant. See, I still love that stuff. I love that sort of stuff. I mean, ideally, I'd like a little Super Mario, just on the speaker, because I've got all this white in here, and just to have a
Yeah.
nice little colourful figure just on one of the walls, so people go, "What's that?" This little Mario sort of running all down. It'd look really cool in here because I don't think I need like 8 foot tall maquettes of things, but little versions. Right, I best go. We
Right.
best
Yes.
knock it on the head.
Right.
I know we were late to the party, folks.
Yeah. Right. Thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully there will be more stuff next time. Hopefully, to talk about. But if you want to go and check it out, Elgato has bought out the 4KX and the 4K Pro. So go and check it out. The link is in the description below, and also go and check out Icon City for icon packs for Hell Driver. Is it Hell Driver? Hell
I'm going to
Diver.
kill him. He nearly got that well. Hell Divers 2, Kaz.
Hell Divers 2. That's it. And I keep saying Call of Duty, but you can have Call of Duty icon packs. You can basically have any icon for any game for Steam and PlayStation. Any pack, any game, any pack. I'm having to like look around to see your face. What have I said wrong? What have I done?
I'm not going to correct you. I think that's great, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, yes, yeah. Anne's just said, just basically go and check out the link.
Check out the link, iconcity.com. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Well,
See
yeah,
you next month, guys. See you, everybody.
See you all later.
Take care. Bye-bye.